land runway 10 right, JetBlue 1454.
Good morning, everyone. We're using Quest 3, Meta Quest 3 through Oculus Link that is connected to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And we're going to try a couple of airliners. We're going to fly them around, see how they are in VR. Currently, I'm on a Boeing 787. We're going to go ahead and take off here from Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood International. And then later on, I'm going to try Latin VFR, Airbus 321, see how that is. So, one of the things that you will appreciate about using a Quest 3 is that you'll have a much better, sharper, detailed image. So when you look at the cockpit, you'll be able to see where everything is. And another cool thing is you can use your Oculus Quest controller to navigate altitude, certain things, right? Which we're gonna do over here. Here we go. Hold on.
JetBlue 1454 exit runway when able.
So that's pretty cool that you can do that. You have to kind of turn it. You press on it, and you turn it clockwise, counterclockwise. There you go. So I like that you can utilize those controllers. Put this over here. Put it right here. And if you want to adjust the space on your cockpit, you just press the space button on your keyboard. What you want to do is you want to push forward, and then you press the space key button right here. I'll show you in a minute. You go really close. There you go. Now you got like a reasonable amount of space where you can kind of touch everything and see everything. So there's one more thing we got to do. We got to move this map down here. It's right here. Got that map. Oh, that's cool. You can zoom in and look at the map. Oh, this is so great, man. You can put it here. I'll tell you what. I'll put the map like over here, just so I can see it. I'll put it right there. That's perfect. I like this. This is even better. It looks like can zoom in a little bit so we can see our airplane, see where we're going. It looks almost like some kind of like a tablet that you can attach to it, pretty cool. And that's another beauty is you can use these controllers to touch everything here. Turn on APU switches. You can do everything that you would normally do. You know. Get the floodlights, turn them on. Master brightness, turn it on. There you go. Get that turned on. Pretty cool, man. You got the brightness here too that you can adjust. Turn that light on as well. Now we got a light over here. Turn that light. Pretty cool stuff, huh? I think you can appreciate the fact that you can use these controllers to touch everything while you are on your yoke, your Thrustmaster yoke, or your Turtle Beach Velocity yoke, or your Velocity 1 flight stick if you are flying a jet fighter, depending what type of craft you're flying. So besides you using your controller, you can also use this to check everything. So pretty cool. I mean, it's really it's very immersive, and you can't help yourself but just feel like you are in a real airplane. It's pretty cool. All right, so without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and take off. Looks like it's gonna be raining. I'm gonna move my controller. Hold on. There we go. If you don't want to use the controller, you just press the A button, and the line comes out like this little, like a laser line. And then you can use it to adjust what you need to adjust. So you press the A button, open and close, open and close, open and close. Pretty cool. You can also open this if you want to see your trajectory, flight direction. Close it. There you go. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. Quest 3, it's highly recommended. If you really want to get into VR, listen, guys, if you really are thinking about getting into VR, I gotta tell you, you will not be disappointed with Quest 3. A wide range of applications, wide range of things to experience. Highly recommended. But I think I don't have to recommend it because the Quest 3 is the top selling VR headset this holiday season. They already have a successful Quest 1, Quest 2, now Quest 3. Facebook, it's definitely the king of the VR. Regardless of how you feel about Facebook and how you feel about Zuckerberg and all that, politics aside, you can't deny the fact that very successful. Smart decision, them buying the Oculus from Lucky Palmer for like I don't know how many billions dollars, like $5 billion or something like that. And that billions of dollars that they spent, they have revenued in return. And smart decision. When you look at other companies, right? You look at HTC Vive, missed opportunity, everything's overpriced. You look at Valve Index, way too overpriced, you know, and you need to have those sensors. separately. You need to buy them. You need to buy controllers separately. That's too much. That's $1,200 plus a high-end PC. You need to spend like $2,500 just to enjoy Valve Index, and you have to be tethered to that very expensive PC. Probably you're looking at like maybe $5,000 or $6,000. I'm being serious, because you're gonna need a very powerful GPU. You look at PlayStation VR 2, even though a great tech built inside, way too overpriced, considering you need to be tethered to a PlayStation. That's $1,000 you need to spend just to enjoy PlayStation VR 2. And then you're limited. You have limited experience on top of that. And it's just, yes, there's going to be some special interest people who will enjoy Gran Turismo, like myself. But that's a small portion of people. Let's say 20,000 people still. That's not enough for you to hit that mainstream in terms of sales. Look, I might do a separate video where I'm going to talk honestly about PlayStation VR 2 and the competitors. I will work on that video when I get a chance in the future. But I don't even know what's the point of that video, even if I was to make that video. The choice is pretty much clear, guys. The choice is clear. If you want the full VR experience with no limitations, you know what you gotta do. You know you gotta go with this. But if you don't mind having that limited experience that's exclusive to PlayStation, then go ahead with the PlayStation VR 2. But just remember, you are limited, and you're gonna be missing out on a lot of great things that other people are enjoying through this and other headsets. And I think even Sony has admitted that they had a missed opportunity. It's not just me saying this. Sony is also saying it. Even though they're doing okay with the sales, not where they want it to be, but even they admitted that they were not like focused as they should have been focused to envision PlayStation VR 2 where it needed to be. Not to mention that the one of the studios is closing down that made the Firewall Ultra. That's a bad sign. That is a red flag. And I don't want to go back to Stadia where I gave you those red flags and I was waving it, Titanic hitting the iceberg. But you look at, that's a bad news. That's their exclusive, first party exclusive, Firewall Ultra, and the studio is shutting down. Where's Sony to back them up? Where's Sony to help them out? So I love PlayStation VR 2, and I'm still using it, as you have seen it, playing Resident Evil 4. I've been playing Resident Evil 4. You've seen those videos. I played Gran Turismo. I enjoy Gran Turismo. I enjoy some other things on it, some other games, but where am I going to spend most of my time in VR? Between PlayStation VR 2 and Oculus Quest? You know the answer. I'll be spending most of the time on this because of social experience like Horizon and other applications. PlayStation VR 2, once in a while, I might jump in a Gran Turismo, and that's about it. And I'm just being honest. People ask me, well, can you do an... Well, I am being honest, but the problem is, when I'm being honest, you got a bunch of Sony fanboys jumping on me and attacking me. Well, that's not true. I don't agree with you. Well, too bad, Mr. Sony fanboy. If you want me to give you my honest opinion, well, then you're going to have to hear it. And if you don't want to hear my honest opinion, Mr. Sony fanboy, then don't ask me. to make a comparison or to talk about your beloved device. Because you don't want to hear the truth.
Volunteer tree 21 turns
And the
into
truth is
taxiway.
that PlayStation VR 2, it's not what it should have been. And it's not just me saying this. There's so many other YouTubers saying it. There's people who have dedicated their channels on the PlayStation VR 2. There's other VR YouTubers out there who are saying the same thing. I'm not alone in this. You, Mr. Sony fanboy, are alone in this. Everybody else is saying the same thing that I'm saying. PlayStation VR 2, it's not what it should have been. It's a... Here, let's put it this way so we can take off. A missed opportunity. As I said on my previous videos, PlayStation VR 2, it's a sadly missed opportunity, and only Sony is to be blamed for this. They created a very cool tech device with some pretty cool technology inside. However, they didn't execute it properly, they didn't plan properly, they miscalculated, and they didn't envision properly. And therefore, it's a missed opportunity that could have been so much more. And other companies are taking advantage of it. They're like, okay, Sony doesn't want to do this, okay, we'll do it. Sony doesn't want to create a PlayStation Home experience where people can meet up with each other and get to know each other, create their own worlds and hang out with each other. Okay, we'll take that opportunity. We'll create this place called Horizon. Sony doesn't want to spend too much money into creating Spider-Man VR, The Last of Us VR, God of War VR. That's okay. We'll create something similar to God of War. Something like Asgard Wrath 2, which is kind of similar to God of War. So you see what I'm saying? That there's a missed opportunity that Sony has totally missed out on. And this is what I've been saying this year, in March and April, when I had my channel called Only on PlayStation VR 2. Remember? Only on PSVR 2. This is what I've been saying. A missed opportunity. And you can't just use Gran Turismo. That's a special interest. And I love Gran Turismo, but that's a special interest. That's one game. Not everyone's going to want to spend that kind of money just to play Gran Turismo. That's a special interest. You're not going to appease to a lot of people by just a special interest. So that's all I want to say about that. Even though I've been preaching this for months and months, and all the Sony fanboys just started losing their shit because they didn't want to hear the truth. Well, guess what, cousin? If you don't want to hear the truth, well, then don't watch this channel and don't ask me questions. Don't ask for my opinion, because clearly some of you Sony fanboys don't want to hear the truth. Just like the Xbox fanboys don't want to hear the truth about the Phil Spencer. I talked about missed opportunity on the Phil Spencer for not including and creating a VR headset. Don't you think people, hardcore individuals who are Xbox fanboys, don't you think they want to experience Flight Simulator in VR on Xbox? Of course. Every single Xbox fanboy or Xbox hardcore member would love to experience Flight Simulator on their Xbox in VR. Every single Xbox hardcore fanboy would love to experience Forza Horizon with their other Xbox fanboys friends in VR. Every Xbox fan or girl or a boy would love to enjoy Halo Master Chief Collection in VR. Gears in VR. Forza Motorsport in VR. Horizon in VR. That pirate game, Sea of Thieves, in VR on that ship sailing. They would all love to experience that. But because of the missed opportunity, they can't. Hold on, I got a phone call. Just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. We'll continue. All right, guys, let's continue. Anyway, like I was saying, missed opportunity, PlayStation VR 2. Missed opportunity, Xbox. And when you have missed opportunity, guess what? Someone else is going to take that opportunity because you didn't do it. This is what Jeffrey Bezos was talking about. When people don't want to take certain risks because they're not so sure if they're going to be successful, somebody else is going to take that risk and then they become successful. So you guys know I have 12 different VR headsets. 12. I got 12 VR headsets. You guys know I'm not trying to be a fanboy of anything. I'm not trying to fanboy this, or am I trying to fanboy HTC Vive or Windows Mixed Reality or PlayStation VR 1, PlayStation VR 2. I'm just being honest, giving you my honest perspective. But the problem is, and it's so irritating to me, every time I give my honest perspective, people don't like it. And that's why I keep using the phrase fanboy. Because if you don't want to hear an honest opinion, then you're just being a fanboy, meaning you want me to kiss ass to PlayStation VR 2. I'm not going to kiss ass to PlayStation VR 2. Because PlayStation VR 2 didn't show me that they're being serious. PlayStation VR2 hasn't really showed any of us that they're being serious about the headset. And it's not just me saying this. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to go through the whole alphabet of YouTubers. You know who they are. They all are saying the same thing. They're saying essentially the same thing. Sony is not taking it seriously. They're not taking this headset seriously. And even Sony, on one of the articles, has admitted that they haven't focused as they should have focused on PlayStation VR2. One of their sales representatives, there was something on a Vanity Fair or whatever, one of the articles on a Google said that even this is coming from Sony sales rep, and he says, quote, even though we are happy with the sales that we made, but we haven't hit that mark that we were hoping for, and we do admit we haven't been focused on the PlayStation VR2 as we should have been focused on it. And this coming from a Sony rep, sales rep, Sony sales representative. So not only are you hearing it from Sony, but you're hearing it from me, you're hearing it from other people. It can't be that we're all lying. But if you guys don't want to hear the truth that your Sony PlayStation VR2, it's not what it should have been, well, then you're just living in denial. Then you're just lying to yourself. You're being delusional, and you're living in a denial. So what I'm trying to say here, am I trying to say buy a PlayStation VR2? Don't buy a PlayStation VR2? No. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm not telling you how to live your life. What I'm simply telling you is, here is my honest perspective, because I'm the guy who has experienced all of these different VR headsets. This is not my first rodeo. This is not my first popping the cherry VR experience. This is coming from a guy who has experienced these VR headsets. And through my honest experience, I'm giving you my honest opinion. And I'll just leave it at that. You do what you want to do with your money. Live your life the way you want to live your life. But if you want my honest opinion, then you're going to have to hear some facts. Some truth, hard, cold truth facts regarding your beloved PlayStation VR2 versus the competitors. Anyway, let's take off. I'm sorry for this speech, but I had to say it because people have been messaging me on the Instagram and other places. What do you think? What do you think? I was like, well, have you been watching my channel? Haven't you watched my videos? Haven't you heard my opinion? Clearly, you need to watch my videos. You need to hear my opinion. But there it is. I was kind enough to delay this flight, to give you my honest opinion on it. And my apologies to all the passengers. We had a slight delay. I had to address PlayStation VR2 versus Quest 3 for my beloved fanboys on Sony side, and also to my beloved fanboys on the Xbox side for not even having a VR headset to begin with. So my apologies, sincere apologies to all the passengers. We're gonna go ahead and take off. The peanuts is free. You guys can have a peanut and Coca-Cola and ginger ale. Thank you.
Frontier Flight 4340 Heavy Tower. Altimeter 29.9er 21167 at 6. Cleared ILS runway 10 right approach. 119.7 Western Bahamas 102. Goodbye. Frontier Flight 4340 Heavy Wing 167 at 6. Caution the generic landing runway 10 left. Clear to land runway 10 right. Clear to land runway 10 right. right Frontier Flight 4340 Heavy.
And up we go.
Boeing 787, continue for west departure.
Looks like it's raining.
Tower Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787, continue for west departure.
Boeing 787 leaving.
I want to
by
go
airspace
through these
frequency
clouds
change
first, and
approved.
then above the clouds I'm gonna make a
Tower
right
Boeing
turn.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787, frequency change. Miami approach Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787 is type Boeing B-78X 3 miles west of Fort Lauderdale, 2,200 feet. Request flight following.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787 Miami approach. Squawk 4035.
Squawk 4035, Boeing 787.
Boeing 787 radar contact 5 miles west of Fort Lauderdale, 5,300 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger, Boeing 787.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Rouge 1600. Rouge 1600, descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Boeing 787, contact Miami Center on 123.775. Good day.
123.775, Boeing 787. Goodbye.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, Rouge 1600.
I don't want to descend 3,000 feet. Why? I'm gonna ignore that. I don't want to be inside the clouds, man. I want to go and avoid these big storms. You know, that's the whole idea. You know, some people are going to criticize me. Why are you using the phrase fanboy when you talk about the Xbox and PlayStation? Because I don't know what else to call it. If somebody is so ignorant and in love with their brand so much that they can't hear any criticism, legitimate criticism, then I don't know what else to call you. You know? And that's one of the issues that I have encountered doing video games or televisions, or it's not just video games, it's televisions as well. It's people like to fanboy about their brands, you know. You look at when I first started in 2016, Vizio sucks. Screw the Vizio. Why don't you buy a Samsung? Samsung is the greatest thing ever. So I bought a Samsung. And once I bought a Samsung, then they start saying, oh, you need to go to Sony. Sony television Bravia is the best thing ever. You need to go with a Bravia. And then when I got Sony Bravia, oh, forget the Sony Bravia. You need to go with LG. LG is the best. LG OLED is the best. And when I got the LG OLED, they all said, forget the LG OLED. It has a burn in. It's burning in, burning in. See, this is the issue, man, with a lot of people is nothing satisfies them. They're just looking for something to validate their existence. And this is the sickness about the fanboys. They're just looking to validate why they wake up in the morning in the first place, right? Oh, I need a validation. I need to validate me waking up this freaking morning. And they're looking for something. Okay, today I'm a fanboy of LG. Tomorrow I'm a fanboy of Sony. Same thing with the video games. I'm a fanboy of, you know, PlayStation or Xbox, or I'm a fanboy of cloud gaming. I'm a fanboy of GeForce Now, or I'm a fanboy of my Steam Deck OLED or my Lenovo Go, whatever. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping yourself when you do that, guys. That's a sickness.
Boeing 787.
That's a sickness that's not going to help you.
Miami
That's a sickness
Center, Boeing
that
Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 flight level 205.
that is not going to make you feel good. And it's not good for your health. But unfortunately, people can't help themselves. You got a lot of turbulence. Zoom in a little bit if I can. There we go, like that. Fine. Let's be honest, this Boeing 787 from Asobo, it's not the greatest, I have to say. It's not the best. They have improved it here and there a little bit, but let's be honest, we need to wait for PMDG to bring a accurate version of Boeing 787. I mean, it's okay, but you see, just why is doing this? Look at this. Why is doing that? Shouldn't be doing that. If I jump into Latin VFR 321, such a much better experience, man. And well, look, it's accelerating by itself, and this decelerating. I'm sorry, but Boeing 787, Asobo's Boeing 787 is really not that good, guys. And I know. And I'm really surprised that the Asobo didn't put much effort on at least trying to make it at least decent enough to fly. When you look at other developers like PMDG, Latin VFR, it's like a night and day difference. Phoenix A321, you don't have none of this nonsense. This is just not a great, I mean, this is a great airplane, 787, Boeing 787, it's a fantastic airplane, but it's just Asobo did a piss poor job on it. And it's a shame. I mean, I can fly it. don't get me wrong, I can fly it, but it's just not an enjoyable experience. Is what I'm trying to say. Of course, I can fly it. I can fly anything. I can fly a Coca-Cola can. It's just, it's not where it should have been. The experience is not where it should have been. See, I can't even decelerate. See, that's another thing. I can't even. Can't even access my throttles from a controller or from a interactive VR controller. I can't even access. It's just not a great plane. I think we should go with a Latin VFR, man. A321. You know, this airplane, it's part of the Asobo. It's a default airplane. This and 747. And what's so sad is that Asobo is about 3 years now. It's 3 years old. Asobo's Flight Simulator 2020. And after 3 years, they still failed to fix this airplane, to make this airplane worth the shit. And I know it's included. You don't have to pay for it. It's a part of the package. But the fact that they haven't done anything in 3 years to fix this thing, it's a damn shame. There's nothing I can do. I can't adjust or readjust my throttle. My throttle is locked in. I can do. It's just it's a damn shame. There's another airliner over there. I see it. Let me try A321. A321. Let's go to main menu. Let me use my Higgy Jiggy. I want to try A321, and you'll see what a difference that's going to make. And then I might go back to a Cessna plane or something, or TBM, to enjoy the scenery later on. Because that's the whole idea, is to enjoy the scenery in VR. But I want to check out first, as I promised, I want to check out 321. I'm going to go over here to the map. We're going to go, well, let's go to, I don't know, where's Buffalo? It's Buffalo right there. There's Detroit there. Departure, and I guess we can go to Detroit. Let's see. A321. I gotta find it. I know it's in here somewhere, probably on the top. No, I don't see it. I don't know why. I know I downloaded. I know that I have downloaded it. Maybe it's still downloading. I don't know. Probably. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I know I said Latin VFR 321, A321, but for some reason, it is not showing up. I know I downloaded it, but it's not showing up. I don't know why. Let's go with a TBM. We're gonna use a TBM. I guess we can go to Halifax International. Hold on. Let's go to Ottawa. There we go. From Halifax to Ottawa with a TBM 930. I don't know what happened. You know, I know I downloaded my Latin VFR A321, but for some reason it's not showing up on my airplane list. Maybe I need to update it. Maybe I need to restart my flight simulator, so I apologize. It's just out of my control, you know.
Tower Daher Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, ready at runway 07 East departure. Cleared for takeoff runway 07
ready to
Daher
fly.
Golf Sierra Alpha.
Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. This is perfect. Just the way I like it. TBM 930 is very cozy. It's very nice. Here we go. Hold on to your butts. Nice. Smooth takeoff. Gears up. I'm gonna move this over here. Put it on the top. VFR map. Put it right up here. Right there. Pretty cool.
Tower Dahar Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha. Continue for east departure.
I'm gonna go to low altitude because I wanna check out the scenery. You know, that's what I wanna do. That's so cool, man. I personally find the airliners boring because you're 30,000 feet up in the air, man. You really can't see much other than just a
Alpha frequency change.
horizon and the sky.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is type
When you're flying small little turboprops and small little Cessnas,
clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
you actually get to enjoy the flight. You know, you can't really enjoy the flight with an airliner because you're up high in the sky, dude. All you see is a bunch of horizons and blue sky. That's it. With a small airplane like this, you get to enjoy the scenery as you are flying, and I think it's a more enjoyable experience in VR when you are flying a turboprop like this. It's just better. Much better. Oh, look at that. Ain't that cool? So, Flight Simulator, it's really designed for VR. Any flight simulator, it's designed for VR. Whether we're talking DCS, and yes, you can fly DCS on this. F-14 Tomcat by Heat Blur, F-18 Super Hornet, F-15, F-16, all of that. I happen to have F-14, F-18, and F-15. It's a pure joy to fly it in DCS. So if you want to fly DCS with F-14 or F-18 Super Hornet, the Quest 3 can handle it. If you want to fly Flight Simulator, the Quest 3 can handle it. If you want to fly X-Plane 12, the Quest 3 can handle it. I think VR was designed for simulators. The best way to enjoy simulations, it's through VR. And for those of you who like this hobby, who like simulators, I know you can have a triple monitors, you can have a big giant screen, you can put a projector. I've seen people put up a projector to get that immersive experience. Hey, listen, all that stuff is great. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still gonna feel immersed in that experience. However, VR puts you right inside. Virtual reality, it puts you right inside a cockpit, and you just can help yourself by being like, dude, I'm really flying, you know, I'm really here, I'm really flying. That's what your brain is telling you, like, we're really flying, we're up, like, you know, 12,000 feet up in the air, We're flying this turboprop TBM 930, and you just can't help yourself but just feel like you are really flying. And this is in real time. What's so unique about the flight simulator versus the X-Plane 12
Going to 1
is the flight simulator, it's giving you exactly what you would normally experience if you were to fly right now this exact same route. So if you were to fly this exact same route from where was I? From that island to Ottawa, this is exactly what you would see. Oh, I'm sorry, from Ottawa to that island that we're going to. This is exactly what you would see. These are the type of clouds you would see. This is what you would see. Actually, let me double check. Do I have my... I'm not so sure if I have my real-time weather on. I'm not so sure. Just give me a second, guys. I just want to double check. We got to go to flight model, right? I go to options, general options. Is it traffic? Is it data? Yeah, live weather it's on, multiplayer it's on. Yeah, everything's turned on. Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much. So yeah, this is pretty much what you would see if you were to take this route, the route that I'm taking. This is exactly what you would see. So let's talk about the GPU. And I'm going to be honest, for those of you who are thinking about doing a flight simulator in VR, I hate to tell you, but you're going to need a powerful GPU. I would say 4080 minimum. 4080. 4090 would be highly recommended if you can reach that high and purchase it. But 4080 should get the job done, because if I can do this with 3090 Ti, and 3090 Ti is pretty powerful, but still, even with a 3090 Ti, I'm still, there's moments where I'm throttling. So you really need to invest in a really high-end GPU. You're gonna have to do that. And then of course you need to buy a Quest 3. It doesn't have to be a Quest 3, it could be a Quest 2. You can get a Quest 2 for $250. It's still a pretty good resolution. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a Quest 2. You can buy it for $250. It's still it's 64 gigabytes. It's still pretty good, and you're still gonna have a similar experience. The only difference with the Quest 3 is it has a higher field of view, which is 110, so it looks better on a higher field of view. You have a higher resolution, which of course also helps for clarity, detail, and the lenses are a little bit better. But you don't necessarily need to go to Quest 3. You can go to Quest 2. If you're going to spend money on a high-end GPU, you can save some money getting a cheap Quest 2. And they have them out there, man, for $250. You can get them dirt cheap, $250. guess what else you can do? You can listen to Spotify. Think about this. The other night, I was flying from JFK. After I finished the live stream, I was flying from JFK to, where was it? Colorado, Denver. From New York to Denver. And in that 4.5 hour flight, I think it was like 4.5 hours. I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast while I was flying. How cool is that? I was listening to a podcast. But you don't have to listen to podcasts. You can listen to music. You can listen to your favorite music while you're flying. Pretty cool. Or you can go to Discord. How about this? You and your friend are flying in a formation, right? You guys are flying in a formation to the same destination, right next to each other, right? Like this. And then you hop on the Discord.
Frequency change approved Daher Golf Sierra Alpha.
And then you hop on the Discord.
Montreal Center Daher Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha.
And you guys can talk to each other through Discord.
miles west of Charlie November Sierra for 8,000
You see the endless possibilities that you can do, bro? That you can do on your PlayStation VR 2. You see these endless possibilities that you can do. While you're flying, you can hop on a Discord with your friend, and both of you are flying in the same formation, and you're talking through each other through Discord while you're listening to Spotify, while you're listening to the music. How cool is that? And you can do that while flying a flight simulator in VR. You can technically you can do that.
Cleared through Charlie Airspace Daher Golf Sierra Alpha.
So that's what I mean when I say this thing has no limitations. Quest 3 has no limitations. While on the other hand, PlayStation VR 2, although great technology, OLED screen, high dynamic range, very high peak brightness on it, excellent color accuracy, 110 field of view, 4K resolution per eye, the haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, all of that is great. And that is awesome tech that's built inside. But what's the point of having that awesome tech if you're not going to utilize that awesome tech? This is what I've been trying to tell people. What is the point of you having that awesome tech if you can't utilize that awesome tech? So what's the point?
126.9
If you're limited, if you got boundaries of walls that limits you to what can you do with that headset? And what can you do with that PlayStation VR 2? Not a whole lot. Only what Sony gives you. Not a whole lot. And don't expect other developers to invest. Well, let me ask you this. And again, I'm not trying to shit on PlayStation VR 2. I have PlayStation VR 2. You've seen me play Resident Evil 4 during the Christmas weekend. You've seen me play Gran Turismo and other games, and Firewall Ultra and Crossfire. You've seen me play a bunch of games. Kayak, Mirage, right? You've seen it. You've seen me watch Avatar on it, all that. What I'm simply saying is this. Where would you think independent developers who want to make money? Everybody wants to make money, correct? Even I want to make money. I'm unemployed. I need a job. What makes you think? Where do you think that these money-hungry developers are going to go? Are they going to go to Sony, where it's limited? Or are they going to go to a platform that's a juggernaut like MetaQuest? Do I need to tell you the answer? Anyone with any logical brain cells will understand the developer's going to go to MetaQuest, where they have a excellent opportunity to make truckload of money, so they can buy their Teslas and buy a new house and enjoy life, right? And that's where the developers are going to go. They're going to go to a big platform. They're not going to go to a small platform. And right now, currently, Sony PlayStation VR 2, it's a small platform. And they're not going to make much money on a small platform like that. Due to Sony missed opportunity, which we already have covered, which we already have talked about early on in this live stream, and which I have talked about on my previous videos, which I have talked about relentlessly on my live streams and my videos. These are the facts. The facts cannot be debated. You can't debate facts. You can have some idiotic delusion to lie to yourself, whatever makes you happy, whatever helps you function throughout the day. But just remember, you're delusioning yourself. You're lying to yourself because you're ignoring the facts. And that's what happens when you ignore the facts. The facts about the PlayStation VR 2. That even Sony themselves has admitted. It doesn't get any better than that. Even Sony themselves have admitted. So what does this mean? Should you get rid of your PlayStation VR 2? Should you buy a PlayStation VR 2? Should you buy a Quest 3 or Quest 2? I'm not here to tell you what to buy. You know, this is one of the mistakes that people make about me and my channel. They all expect me to tell them what to do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here to tell you how to wipe your ass, how to go to sleep. I'm not here to tell you how to find a girlfriend. I'm not here to tell you how to find a job. I'm not your psychiatrist. I'm not here to tell you to do anything. That's something you need to figure out yourself what you want to do. What I'm here to do is to tell you my experience and to tell you my opinion on how I feel about PlayStation VR 2, how I feel about Quest 3, how I feel about GeForce Now versus Shadow, how I feel about this video game versus that video game. That's it. I'm just here to give you my honest experience. And yes, these are my opinions. But there's also facts with what I'm saying. And you shouldn't ignore those facts. Facts like 2 plus 2, it's not 22. 2 plus 2 is 4, right? Hypothetically speaking. Or the facts that I just mentioned about PlayStation VR 2. People got to remember, no one was more excited about a PSVR 2 than me. And I'm still using it. And I even made a channel called Only on PSVR 2. No one was more excited than me. But you know what happened? I started realizing that Sony doesn't care much about the headset. Where was the campaign? They only had one video. One video, and they paid some money to Ozzy Osbourne. And they tell him, put on a headset and pretend that you're fighting a dragon or something. And he put on a headset because they pay him some money. And it's like, all right, I'll put on a headset. I got money. Sony paying me. And he did it. And I had some shitty ass commercial. It wasn't even that good of a commercial. Poor Ozzy Osbourne didn't even have the headset turned on. Dude, they didn't even turn the headset on. There was no light. They didn't even connect the headset to the freaking, to the TV. To the console, I'm sorry. The headset wasn't even turned on. They just told him, the producers, the directors of the commercial told Ozzy, just put on a headset, Ozzy. Just put it on and pretend that there is a dragon. You're fighting a dragon. We'll put this little earpiece and the film director will tell you what to say. And he was just saying what they were telling him. And then his wife comes in and she says, what are you doing, Ozzy? Blah, blah, blah. I'm fighting this dragon, baby. And they only had one commercial. February 22nd. That's it. And after that, they did teardowns. Nobody cares about a teardown of a freaking headset. Who's going to take apart PlayStation VR 2? Nobody. Nobody cares about the teardown videos. Nobody cares about the teardown of the controller. That's all they had. A teardown of the headset and a teardown of the controller and a very ridiculous, cringeworthy commercial with Ozzy Osbourne, and that's it. That's PlayStation VR 2. And believe me when I tell you, nobody was more excited about the PlayStation VR 2 than this guy. I had videos to back that up. You can do your research. Go back to January of 2023. Go back to January of 2023. Go right now, instead of watching my channel and trying to create some more fake accounts to spam and do all that other bullshit. Instead of wasting your time using your disposable emails, why don't you go search January 2023, my channel, and you'll see that I was the most excited person about the PlayStation VR 2. No one was the biggest fan who was excited about the PlayStation VR 2 than this guy. And I gave PlayStation VR 2 plenty of opportunities. Just like I gave Stadia plenty of opportunities. But clearly, Sony doesn't give a shit about your precious headset. So what does this mean? It's just a fact. It doesn't mean I'm not going to play my PlayStation VR 2. It doesn't mean I'm going to sell my PlayStation VR 2. It just means these are the facts. Speaking the facts. And if these facts are not pleasing to your ear, well, that's your problem. But these are the facts. And I know some people are going to say, well, why don't you sell your PlayStation VR 2 if you don't like it? Again, they're putting the words in my mouth. I never said I don't like it. I never said I'm not going to use it. I never said I'm going to sell it. I'm simply giving you my observation of the facts. And then you can look at those facts and make your own decision. What do you want to do? Do you want to get PSVR 2 and have a limited experience, spend $1,000? Or do you want to buy 2 Quest 3 headsets? One for you, one for your sister, one for you, one for your brother, and you can have a unlimited experience. But that's up to you to decide. Don't expect me to tell you what to do. I don't even have to make a comparison video, because I just did it throughout this live stream. I just pretty much told you the comparison. Now it's up to you to decide what do you want to do. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I'm not going to tell you which way to go. That's something you got to figure out on your own. I'm just here to lay out my facts about these headsets, my experience with these headsets. The rest is up to you. Then don't worry about me. I have everything. I enjoy everything. I'm not a fanboy. I enjoy the best of all, best of both worlds. I'm simply giving you guys some factual information about PlayStation VR 2 and Facebook's MetaQuest 3. Which way you want to go, which way you want to swing, that's up to you. And I'm not going to tell you which way to swing. That's something you got to do. It's your life, not mine. Same thing with televisions. People ask me about the televisions. Which TV should I buy? That's up to you. I'm not going to watch your TV. I'm not going to be in your living room. You're going to be in your living room. You're going to watch that TV. So don't ask me. All I can tell you is, okay, here's what I think about this TV versus that TV. Here's what this TV has versus what this TV doesn't have. Here's some pros and here's some cons. Here's some positives that this TV has, and here's some negatives that this TV has. On this brand over here, here's some positives that this TV has, and here's some negatives that this TV has. Which one should you buy? That's up to you. And that's a mistake people make. And it's still happening. I go to Artings to see what people are saying on the comments after they review a television. And even to this day, nothing has changed. It's almost been what? 8 years. 8 years since 2016. 8 long damn years since 2016. And nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing has changed in a television electronic community. Still the same people asking the same questions. Should I sell my OLED and purchase this? Should I get rid of my Sony and purchase a Samsung OLED Quantum Dots, OLED Quantum Dots 77-inch? Should I go with a 77-inch OLED Quantum Dots and sell my 75-inch OLED? I know I'm gonna lose Dolby Vision and and hybrid log gamma. I know I'm gonna lose Dolby Vision, but should I sell my LG and go with a Samsung? Still, the same people asking the same validations, bro. Here's my question to those guys, and I know I've been out of the television for quite a long time, but here's my question to you, cousin and sister. Do you ever enjoy your damn TV? Do you ever, like, say, hey man, I enjoyed my TV this year. I watched a bunch of shit on it. I played a bunch of games on it. I enjoy the hell out of this TV. Or do you just measure some sort of validation or competing with other people? Oh man, I need this next best thing. Guess what? There's always gonna be the next best thing according to distributors and manufacturers. Distributors and manufacturers, they want you to buy their television every year. Do you know why? Do you want me to let you in on a little secret, cousin, sister? Do you know why they want you to buy a television every year? Here, I'll tell you. Here, come a little closer. Here, I'll whisper to you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because they are in business of making money. Hello? They're in business of making goddamn money. And your stupid ass, idiotic sheep ass is stupid enough to fall for it every single goddamn fucking time.
2,600 feet.
My God, there's so many dumb people out there. Same dumbass people. That's why I quit television. You got the same dumbass people.
Goodbye.
They're always like, oh man, I should sell my TV and get this new TV. Why? Why? Dude, you just fucking got it. How much do you think technology is gonna advance a year from now? Yeah, but they added a quantum dots, and your eyes gonna notice that color measurement, the DCI-P3 color measurement. Your fucking eyes are gonna notice that color fucking accuracy. Your eyes not gonna be able to fucking see that color accuracy, or to tell a difference between 80% color accuracy or 75% color accuracy. Just like your eyes can tell a difference between a native 4K or upscaled 4K from 7 feet away. I'm sorry that I have to be like this, guys, but it really reminds me why I quit televisions. It really reminds me why I stopped doing that shit. Because it's the same fucking people with the same stupid ass fucking questions. And I'm sorry that I have to be like this. I have to tell you like this. But it's for your own good. Okay, you bought a television this year. Guess what, cousin? You are good till 2030. Yes. You're good till 2030. It's not going to advance that much. Or let's say by 2029. But you're good till 2030. Enjoy your damn television, man. It has a picture on it. A moving picture. Tom Cruise is not going to jump out of the fucking screen to give you a hug or to give a kiss to your wife. Alright? Tom Cruise is inside that box. Moving image that's already pre-recorded. Like, people are just, man. Imagine being a salesman. Imagine being a salesman and you have to lie to people. I mean, I can be the best liar. I can make a Sicilian liar look like a walk in the park. I could make a Sicilian liar look like a walk in the park. I can be the best goddamn liar on the fucking planet. And I can tell you, oh, you need to buy this, X, Y, and Z, and this is why you need to buy this. And I guarantee you, that guy is buying that TV today. Today. Right fucking now, today, he's buying that fucking TV. But you know what? That would make me feel dirty. That would make me feel awful. Because I'm lying to people, telling them why they need to buy this TV.
Montreal Center,
you know, I would never enjoy that job. Because I would have to pretend, because the Samsung has a partnership with, let's say, Magnolia, and Samsung told Magnolia, we need to sell these many televisions this month or next month, in next 3 or 4 months, and these televisions needs to be selling out. And now you have to go on the floor and you have to convince people why they need to go buy that Samsung versus the other TV. Even though the other TV is cheaper and has more features, but nope. We got to sell you this Samsung because our corporation made a deal with Samsung. That's got to be a tough job. That would be tough for me because I would feel dirty. I would feel like I had to lie. I have to lie to you, you know. And I don't know, I wouldn't feel proud of that job when I have to lie to people, tell people why they need to go with this brand when there's better options. And I know a lot of people who work at Magnolia. They work in Magnolia and they tell me, yeah, man, but you know, I need my job. I need to tell people what they need to hear so they can buy the television, this certain brand, so they can buy this certain brand of a television. And I understand. I don't blame people for doing that. They got to make a living. And just like working in a dealership, you have to lie, you have to bullshit. Same thing in the real estate business, especially in the real estate business, you gotta bullshit a lot. A real estate business is the biggest con artistry ever. And you ask, why is real estate the biggest con artistry? Well, first of all, they're hiring supermodels, runaway models, all the pretty ones, you know, to convince some higgy-me-jiggy Joe Schmo why he needs to purchase this property. And you know, she opens out that shirt, show a little cleavage, walking around with a perfume and everything, and then convincing some Joe Schmo who probably hasn't seen his dick since Nixon administration, and he's finally, he got excited. Oh, this beautiful lady realtor. Ooh, yes. I like this property. I really want to buy it. Give me your business card. Give me your email. Give me your phone number so I can bother you every day and buy some more properties. Maybe one day, you'll give me a hand job. And that's what a lot of these real estate companies are doing. Guys, I know how this world works, guys. I know how it fucking works. The problem is, people out there don't want to hear the truth. And for the same reason, I'm being shadow banned, because the Google doesn't like this kind of talk. Google doesn't like to hear the truth because of their stupid, rules and regulations that they put forth. And so they're like, let's shadow ban this guy. He's making too much sense. Yeah, this fucking guy, it's making too much goddamn sense. We don't fucking like it. Yeah, the guy who can take off in an airplane in VR. It's making too much sense. So anyway, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Just try to make the best of it. It's rough out there. It's a jungle. Do the best you can. Do the best you can. Don't trust anybody. Be very careful. People have many different faces. They wear many different masks. You got to be extra careful. Use your instincts. Use your brain. And good luck. I don't know what else to tell you. Welcome to the jungle. It's like a Guns N' Roses songs. Anyway. The day after the Christmas, huh? The day after Christmas. It didn't even feel like a Christmas, man. Like yesterday, it didn't even feel like a Christmas. It felt like, I don't know. Like some kind of a miserable day. I guarantee you, everyone had a miserable day yesterday. No one's enjoying Christmas anymore, man. Holidays are not what they used to be, man. And you can see that, everything's so fake. Everyone's pretending, pretending with their fake veneer teeth, with their fake smiles and their fake mascara, their fake everything. Their fake smile, their fake talk. Everyone's pretending. No one is really telling you how miserable they are. Yeah. Nobody wants to, I don't want you to know how miserable I am. I would rather put on some photos on a Facebook or on a Twitter to hide my misery Yeah. Let me. I would rather just put some bullshit photos to hide my misery. And sadly, that's what you have, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm only here to speak the truth. I'm not here to be an asshole. I'm just here to speak the truth, man. That's it. What is this? What the hell? I'm just checking out my YouTube. It's hard for me to read a chat when I got my goggles on. What PC is needed to run a Quest 3 smoothly? You're gonna need at least i7, Core i7 9th gen with 16 gigs of RAM, 3090 or possibly 4080 if you can, and highly recommended 4090. You're gonna need an expensive PC, so let's just put it that way. You're gonna need an expensive PC. Justin, be prepared to open your wallet. Crazy Kid, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Crazy Kid. You playing with a setup or a virtual controllers? Both, the setup and a virtual controller. Yeah, that's it. Am I reading a chat? Yeah, right now I'm reading a chat. Hello, Nilskuva-shiation. Oh, what is this? Nilsku aviation. Nilsku. I got you. Nilsku aviation. Got it. There it is. We got 7 million people watching. I'm honored. There's 7 million people watching, man. That's a truly remarkable achievement for Mr. 4K. 7 million people. 7 million people. Hold on. I don't even know what to say, man. Like I said, I'm honored. Let's see, how far are we, dude? Oh, this is a long ass trip. Hold on. Can I put this on autopilot like this, and I'll just I'm gonna fix this. Don't worry, guys. Just gotta go take a leak. So how does a pilot take a leak? That's a good question. How does the pilot take a leak? I don't know. How does he? How does a pilot take a leak? I don't know. Let's just put it like this, and let's hope that. Here, I'll put it like this. How about that? Like this. Here we go. Put it like this. How's that? not like that. All right, I'll be right back. Oh wow, we didn't crash. Wow. That's amazing that we didn't crash. I'm really impressed that we didn't manage to crash. Oh! That is just amazing. Hold on. Hold on. Let me move a little bit to this side. I have to there we go. Do it like that. Cool. Still got a long way to go, I think. Oh yeah. We got ways to go. I gotta say, I enjoy flying on turboprops on these small airplanes better than the airliners. You know, one of the things about the airliners is, like I said earlier, you're kind of stuck on 30,000 feet, and all you see is a bunch of horizon, blue sky, and you don't see much of a scenery. You know, it's kind of boring. But with a 12,000 feet, you get to actually enjoy the scenery. You know, with a turboprop like this one.
135.025 Dahar Golf Sierra Alpha. Goodbye. Montreal Center, Dahar Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra
with
Alpha.
this, you get to enjoy
7,200 feet.
The scenery. It just looks better, more relaxing. I like it. We can go a little bit lower. We don't have to be super high up.
124.25 Dahar Golf Sierra Alpha. Goodbye. Boston Center, Dahar Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, 5,100 feet.
See the mountains on the horizon. Cool. go a little bit lower. Because I want to check out the scenery, man. And we're not that far anyway. But we have to be careful. There's a lot of mountains here. I think they're like small mountains, not like a big mountains or anything like that, but there are mountains here and there. Pretty cool. Hold on a second.
Going to 120.25 Dahar Golf Sierra Alpha. Boston Center, Dahar Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, 3,300 feet.
Oh, this is beautiful, man. Look at the scenery. Look at those lakes down there. And what's even cooler, you can see the scratches on the window. Dirt and scratches on the window. That adds even more to a realism. Yeah. So cool, man. You know, VR, it's something that you have to experience, guys. You know, I said this yesterday. I said this the day before yesterday. It's something that you have to experience for yourself. You know, talking about it really doesn't do much other than just give you some idea. But remember, you're gonna need a powerful GPU and a CPU, of course. 9th gen i7 minimum. i9 would be best recommendation if you can get yourself an i9 processor with 4080 I would go with a 32 gigs of DDR5, even though 16 gigs, it's more than enough. But I would say 32 gigs just to be on the safe side. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna need an expensive PC. Just remember that. It's gonna cost you. But you gotta ask yourself, are you really into flying? Are you like a hardcore flight sim guy? If you're not a hardcore flight sim guy, then I don't know if it's worth you spending that kind of cash. I'm just, that's again my opinion. You can do what you want to do, it's your money. But I'm simply saying, you have to be honest with yourself. Don't look at me, oh, here's this guy flying, I would love to fly too. But are you really a hardcore flight guy? I'm like a casual flight sim guy. I'm not like a super hardcore flight sim guy. I'm like a casual, curious George type of a flight sim guy. Yeah. I'm curious, like, what's it feel like? What's it like to fly? And things like that in VR. But everything that you do in life, guys, you have to be honest with yourself. You know, don't buy certain things because somebody else has it, or because you saw this other guy and he bought it. Buy things because you truly feel that's what you want to do. You know, you got to be honest with yourself. Again, this goes back to being honest with yourself. Yeah. One of the main reasons I got the Quest 3, it's not really because of this. I can do this on my HTC Vive. I can do this on my Rift S. I can do this on my Quest 2. I can do this on my Samsung Odyssey Plus Windows Mixed Reality. I can do this on my Dell Visor headset. I got a bunch of headsets I can do this on. The main reason I got the Quest 3, it's because of the Horizon. MetaQuest Horizon is a pretty cool place where you get to meet a bunch of new people. You get to create your own worlds. You get to enjoy being in that world that you created, and you get to share that world that you created with a bunch of other people, bunch of other friends, and then they get to share their world, and you get to visit their world, and you get to hang out with their friends and meet their friends, and then their friends shows you their world, and you go meet at their place and meet their friends, and then it's a cool social experience. It's one of the main reasons why I got Horizon. Why I got the Quest 3, because of the Horizon. So I have my reasoning for why I got this headset. It's not strictly because of this. It's because of the Horizon. And I can take this with me. I can take this with me anywhere I go, right? Put it in my 511 backpack. I can grab my Asus Republic of Gamers Strix, Asus ROG Strix i9 processor, 4070 GPU laptop. Take that laptop with me with this headset, and I can enjoy this on the go. So I can enjoy this anywhere I go, in a hotel or somebody else's place. I can enjoy this on top of Horizon and other things. So I have my reasoning for this, why I purchased this. I don't want you guys to purchase something because just I got it. And I see a lot of people do that. It's like this new trend. People see somebody else buy something, and all of a sudden, well, I need to buy that too. No, man, don't do that. Don't buy things because somebody else bought it. Be honest with yourself and ask yourself, do I really need this? What purpose am I buying this for? Is it just going to sit there, collect the dust, or am I going to use it for a good use? But that's something you need to discover yourself. Don't buy things because other people buy it. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Do I really enjoy VR? Do I enjoy putting on the goggles on my head? Or do I just enjoy a big TV and watch movies on it and sports? But that's something only you can answer, that question. That's not something I can answer for you. No other YouTuber can answer that for you. That's something you have to answer for yourself. Do the research, make your own decision, and be honest with yourself. Don't measure yourself to other people. Don't try to live up to other people's expectations. Live up to your expectations, to what you are honestly comfortable with and what you think is good for you. This is beautiful, man. We're in Canada, by the way. We're going to east of Canada. There's one of the islands over there. I forgot the name. One of the islands next to Canada, next to Quebec, actually. It's really beautiful. Almost there. We're not that far, but we still got a ways to go. So yes, I'm using a controller, flight stick, Velocity 1, and I'm also using these controllers as well to adjust my instruments, you know, altitude, whatever I need to touch, you know. Check certain things on here, turn on the light if I wanted to, you know. So I can light up the board, you know. So you use this to turn on the lights and things like that. No, I don't need the light right now. I'm going to turn it off. You know. And I like that they integrated, I like that the Quest has integrated the Quest controllers with your setup. So you don't have to use the mouse. You can just touch things and turn things around, knobs, right? Altitude and all that. You know what I mean? Like you can come over here and just check the altitude, turn the knob, turn the altitude up, down. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. Gotta look at the chat. Seven million people watching. That's crazy, though. It's unbelievable. It's just crazy, dude. You know, no matter what I put, I could put like the high quality, I could put the like state-of-the-art IMAX high quality video. It doesn't matter. If you're not on that algorithm, no one's gonna see that video. You know, there's videos out there, they're really good, but you don't know that they exist because of the stupid algorithm that the YouTube has put forth. And the sad part is people are not going to find that video. Maybe 10 years from now, maybe 5 years from now, but 5 years from now, you're not going to care about the YouTube. You're not going to care about that video. You're not going to even remember that video. You're going to forget about it. And it's really sad. That's what happened to YouTube, that they're really putting these sponsored videos first, and everybody else, good luck, due to the ridiculous algorithm. And the algorithm is being calculated by artificial intelligence. Even worse, a programmed artificial intelligence. Not by a human, but by artificial intelligence. You know, there's no humans working there. It's just a bunch of artificial intelligence. Silicon Valley is going to be one big giant artificial intelligence androids working there. The only humans you see are like executives, technicians, software designers, server technicians, and sales representatives. Maybe some, you know, community guidelines supervisors, where they're like once in a while, if the video is being reported, they'll review it, they'll look at the video, they'll review it, and then they'll make a decision if it gets flagged. And that's maybe who you have working at Silicon Valley. You know, it's majority of the stuff, it's done through artificial intelligence. And there's no customer service. Where's a customer service number for Google? It's not existent. It doesn't exist because there is no customer service. None. Zero. Zilts. Nada. You can send them an email, and through email, maybe one of these community guidelines representatives once in a while, maybe a month from now, 2 months from now, maybe 3 months from now. They'll look into your case, and they'll look at your ticket, and they'll determine if they should take any action or not. So it's pretty bad. But it's not just the Google. It's a lot of companies out there that are doing the same thing. But Google is the worst because there is no way you can get in touch with any Google representative, like with a human. Like you can talk to like a human representative, or you can have a conversation, talk to this person and explain your situation, tell them about your channel, tell them how long you worked on your channel, how many videos you have, and all these things, and why am I on this algorithm that's down at the bottom? Why am I not on the middle? Why am I at the bottom? What's going on? What has happened? Why the advertisers are not happy with me? What is suitable for the advertisers? How do I know? Like, they don't want to answer any of those questions. They do not want to answer any of those questions because they don't want to. They would rather have an artificial intelligence robot,
124
AI,
25 Daher Golf Sierra
tell
Alpha.
you what's good for you.
Goodbye.
And then good luck.
Boston Center Daher Alpha Sierra
So
X-ray
that's
Golf
YouTube.
Sierra Alpha
In a nutshell,
10,500
that's
feet.
what YouTube is. In a nutshell. Just so we clear. The only way you might hear from YouTube getting in touch with you, like sending you an email or calling you on the phone, if you are somebody like a big time YouTuber like Dr. Disrespect or Mr. Beast or all those other guys that have like a 50 million subscribers, 100 million subscribers, like ridiculous amount of subscribers, and the big dogs, right? That's like the only way you might have them get in touch with you, because you bring them a lot of money, you bring them a lot of revenue, sponsors like you. That's the only way they'll get in touch with you, because you're big time. But small time guys, we're just a bunch of fishes in the water. That's it.
Boston Center
Just a bunch of
Daher
fishes
Alpha
in the
Sierra
water,
X-ray
nothing
Golf
else,
Sierra
nothing
Alpha
more.
11,500 feet.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm not trying to discourage you from making videos on YouTube. I'm not trying to discourage you from doing the live streams on the YouTube. I'm just simply telling you how it works. That's all. I'm just telling you how it works. And same goes for these other platforms. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Whether you go to kick.com or Rumble or Twitch or all these other places, good luck, man. I mean, really good luck. The problem with YouTube and other places, everybody wants to work from home. Nobody wants to work 9-to-5 jobs. Everybody would rather sit at their home and make money that way. And that's a lot of people. That's billions of people. So do you understand how difficult it is to break that barrier, and how lucky you have to be to break through that barrier of billions of people? And everybody wants the same thing. Even those 7 people who are watching it right now, they want the same thing. Everybody would just sit home and make money home. Well, gee whiz, that'd be great. Wouldn't that be great, huh? But the odds of that are very slim, very low. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. The odds of that are very slim and are very low of you trying to achieve that. And again, I'm not discouraging you. You should try it. You should at least try it. See if it works. Maybe you'll get lucky. It's like playing lottery. Maybe you'll get lucky, dude. Maybe you'll hit the jackpot. I don't know. You should definitely try it. Try it, see how it goes. But your expectations should be very low. Very low. Make sure your expectations are way down low.
Boston Center, Daher Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha.
Don't look at
Request
Dr.
clearance to
Disrespect. The
transition
guy's
Bravo
making
airspace.
millions of dollars sitting home. He hit the jackpot. He's all set.
Cleared through Bravo Airspace Daher Golf Sierra Alpha.
He could sit in front of a screen, not say a word, and he'll still make 500,000 views in one day. He could be sitting on a toilet reading Gulf Digest magazine, taking a shit, and he'll still make 500,000 views to 1 million views. He's already on the top. He hit the jackpot.
124
People are going to
3
donate
Daher Golf
hundreds
Sierra
of dollars,
Alpha.
$500, thousands of dollars
Moncton Center,
on
Daher
top of
Alpha
his
Sierra X-Ray
sponsors and
Golf Sierra Alpha,
monetization.
6,500
Him sitting on a
feet.
toilet, taking a shit, reading a Gulf Digest. But you can't look at the guy like that. And again, nothing against Doctor. The guy, you know, got lucky, got the looks, got everything going on, and, you know, got the persona, and he hit the jackpot. God bless him. But don't think you're going to be just like that. Don't think that you can achieve what he has achieved. Because the odds are very... Dude, you got a great wall of China surrounding you. Of barriers. The chances of you getting that big, that is successful, is just delusional. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't try it. I'm not saying you should go ahead and try it. Sure, you should try it. Roll the dice. Maybe you'll get lucky. I don't know. At least you can say I tried it. It didn't work out. Fuck it. That's it. Pack the bags out. But what I'm trying to tell some of you guys, 7 of you who are watching this, your expectations need to be very low. Very, very low. Your expectations needs to be down at the bottom. Okay? But give it a try. But just remember, good luck. Roll the dice. Maybe you'll get lucky. But the chances of that, very low, very slim. Very, very, very slim. I'm at a point in my life, guys, I'm in a point in my life where I just call it the way it is, man. And that's the way I want to start 2024. I want to start 2024. I'm just going to tell you the way it is. I don't care if you like it, don't like it, if you can't sleep at night because I told you the truth. I could care less. I'm just going to tell it the way it is. Because I love living a life like that. You know, when I tell it the way it is. I don't like pretend. I don't like bullshit. I don't like fakeness. I don't like doing favors so you can get me this or get me that, or do this for me, I do that for you. I don't like that. I don't like that kind of stuff. I just straight up tell you, this is the way it is. This is who I am. This is the way I look at things, and it is what it is. And if you can't expect me, if you can't accept me, if you can't accept me for who I am, well then, bye-bye. We're not going to waste each other's time. I'm going to move on, you move on. That's it. I think that's the healthiest way to live a life, guys. Instead of pretending and putting on that fake act, you know, grooming yourself to look pretty so you can impress other people and all this bullshit. You're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. You're just surviving. But you're still miserable. You still have that hole in your chest. You know that hole? That miserable hole? That it's not happy? That it's missing that happiness? You know, you feel it, especially at night when it gets dark, huh? You're in that dark room. You got all these things, all these thoughts in your head, right? You feel it. That void. You know, that's what I'm talking about. That hole, that void. You feel that fucking void. And you know that void hasn't been filled up to your expectations. That's because there is no expectations. There never going to be any expectations. You've been told a lie. Your parents were lying to you. Their parents were lying to them. Everybody was lying to you. It's all bullshit. You know? Go to high school. Go to military. Go to college. Become a doctor. Become this. Become that. Get married. Have kids. And next thing you know, you're 60 years old and you're still miserable. You're still not happy. And then you're 70 years old and you got diagnosed with cancer or God knows what, and you're gonna die. And your children don't even want to visit you. They don't even talk to you. And you say to yourself, what the fuck was the point of all of this? This fucking experience. What if there is no God? What if there is no heaven? And I just fucking die, and it'll be like I never existed. I won't have any recollection of this life and the things that I've done, people that I met, people that I shared my life with. So what the fuck was the point of this experience? Well, there is no point. It's just an experience. That's what I've been trying to tell people. There is no fucking point. It's just an experience. Nobody asked you to be born. No one fucking said, hey, would you like to be born? Here's the conditions. Here's how your life's gonna be. No one fucking asked you. Here you are. You're experiencing this. And that's it. Life is just an experience. And it's gone. And you won't remember it. You won't have any recollection of it. Lights out. You don't exist. As if you never existed. God knows how many times we've been reincarnated, or how many times I have been reincarnated, and I have deja vu. But I can't remember my previous life. Do you know why you can't remember your previous life? Because you're not supposed to. What kind of a misery, let's think about it. What kind of a fucking misery and punishment that would have to be, where you go to heaven and you get to watch your loved ones and you can't interfere with your loved ones. Imagine the fucking torture. You can't give hug to your wife. You can't give hug to your children. But you gotta watch them from above. You can't interact with them. You have to watch them from above. Imagine that fucking torture. That fucking punishment. And they call it heaven. That's not heaven. That's hell. That's fucking hell. If that's what's gonna be according to Bible. So you're looking down at your loved ones. Imagine that fucking torture. You're looking at your wife banging some other guy. Banging some other fucking guy. Because you're dead. And you're watching from a heaven. You know what? I'd rather not exist. I fucking rather not exist. And not have any recollection. Than to be put in that kind of fucking torture. So, spare me all this Bible bullshit. Spare me all this shit. I don't give a shit what religion you are from. Spare me that shit. Spare me all that bullshit. Spare it. Spare it. I've lived life long enough, 45 fucking years. Spare me the bullshit. Spare it. Don't waste my goddamn time with that fucking nonsense. This is experience. That's it. There is no point. You're born, you live, there's a middle, you have a beginning, the middle, and an end. You are born, there's the beginning, there's the middle, and then there's the fucking end. And that's it. You're not gonna have any recollection. You're not gonna remember anything. It'll be lights out, like you never existed. All the shit you've done, all the progress, all the success that you had, all the people you met, all the people you impressed, all of that shit. You're not gonna have any recollection. You're not gonna remember it. It'll be as if you never existed. Because you're gone. Only living people cherish you and celebrate you because they're still living. But you're gone. Let's talk to JFK. Where's JFK? Can I talk to him? Do you know why I can't? Because he's fucking dead. He's been dead for a long fucking time. Can I talk to Richard Nixon? I can't. He's fucking dead. He's been dead for a long time. Who can I talk to? Let me see. Robin Williams? I can't talk to Robin Williams. Do you know why? Because he's fucking dead. Robin Williams dead. Gone. Doesn't exist. Life is just an experience. That's all it fucking is. And I'm sorry that this is so harsh and dark, that I'm giving you this harsh, dark fucking truth. But that's the fucking truth. There is nothing out there. Okay? It's just an experience. You get to experience it, and that's it. You're gone. And then somebody else will take that place. Somebody else get to fucking experience it. And then people tell me, how do you know there's no heaven? You know what I say to them? How the fuck do you know there's heaven? Did you fucking die? Did you fucking come back from the dead? How the fuck do you know if there's fucking heaven? Did you fucking die? And did you fucking come back from the dead? And where's the fucking evidence? So spare me. Spare me all this religious fucking bullshit. Spare me this fucking bullshit. Spare it. Not interested. Not fucking buying it. I ain't fucking buying it. Spare it. Spare that shit. At least to me, spare it. Don't waste my goddamn time on that bullshit nonsense. Get the fuck out of here. George Carlin talked about this in his comedy. He talked about it all the time. The biggest bullshit of all time, religion. You know? You have to stand in awe. In fucking awe. In fucking awe. In fucking awe. Of all time, false premise. Bullshit of all time. The greatest bullshit story ever told. There is a God. And he watches everything you do every fucking minute, every fucking second. And he has a special list of 10 things he does not want you to do. And if you do any of those 10 fucking things, he's gonna send you to fucking hell, where you're gonna burn for the eternity. But he loves you. He loves you, and he needs fucking money. He needs fucking money. Money. Somehow he's all powerful. He's all knowing. Somehow he can't fucking handle the money. Somehow can't handle the money. He needs the fucking money. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. He was right. It's all bullshit. And it's bad for you. It's all fucking bullshit. And it's bad for you. But hey, whatever helps you function during the day, whatever helps you sleep at night, go knock yourself out. Each to its own. But do me a favor. Don't shove that Bible in my ass. Don't shove that Bible in my throat. Keep it to yourself. That's all I'm saying. I respect everyone's beliefs, but don't impose your beliefs onto me. Don't shove that Bible in my ass. Don't shove that Quran in my ass. Don't shove that that Jewish thing in my ass either. Don't shove nothing in my ass. I ain't fucking buying it. I ain't buying your fucking shit. Got it? Capiche? Good. I'm sorry that it has to be this kind of harsh language, but I told you, I'm in a point in my fucking life where I don't have time for bullshit, guys. I don't waste time on bullshit. I'm not interested in bullshit. I'm not interested, especially a religious bullshit, I'm not interested in. I'm just experiencing this life for what it is, till I can't experience it no more, whenever that is, whenever that happens. And you know what? I feel happy. I feel great. I feel I don't have any pressure on my shoulders. I feel like I'm free like a bird. Really. I feel great. I really do. I definitely feel better than you. Believe me, because you have to lie and pretend, and you have to put on that fake ass smile with your fake ass expensive veneer teeth, you know. You have to put on that fake ass mascara, you put on that fucking fake ass makeup, right? And your fake ass diet and all the working out. You have to pretend. You have to impress. You always have to impress and compete. You're living for other people. You're not living for yourself. You're living for other people, trying to impress other people. And you're miserable. You're miserable as fuck. And you know it. You fucking know it. And you can fucking feel it. That Tesla car, that fucking Porsche, that 911, or that fucking BMW M3 or M4, or that Mercedes-Benz ain't gonna fill up that void. That miserable void that you're feeling. So what I'm simply saying is this. I live my life my way. Because I've been through all that bullshit. I used to have nice things. I used to have, beautiful girlfriends, cars, all that shit. I lived that life. I've been there, I've done that. From Europe to here to there, I've done it. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about people. I learned so much about people. The experience that I have with people, you guys are not even scratching the surface. You guys are barely scratching the surface. I can walk into a room and I can read the room. I can read everybody. I can tell you who this person is, who that person is, who this person is. Just like that. And guess what? Having that experience, it saves me the trouble of wasting my damn time on people that I shouldn't waste my time on. It saves me the trouble not to waste my goddamn time on the people I shouldn't waste my time on. And that, my friend, it's something you have to have an experience. 45 years of experience. That's not something you can learn. It's not something you can educate yourself on. That's something you really have to gone through the experience that I've gone through. I met all kinds of people. Good, bad, ugly, you fucking name it. All kinds of the kinds. So when people come into my channel and they try to impress me, or they try to pretend that you're wasting your time. You're wasting your goddamn time. You're wasting your keyboard time. Especially you wasting time when people start making videos about me, talking about me like they know me. Oh, they find out where I live. They find my address. Oh, so you know everything about me. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Ancient alien Jesus H. Christ on a spaceship. Really? Really? What do you want? Do you want a Pulitzer Prize? Do you want a fucking an Oscar? Do you want the Life Achievement Award? What the fuck you want for that? Shit. Why don't you check my previous address and see where I live? I don't know, maybe you'll learn more about it. Listen, guys, I'm an old dog. I've been around, man. I've been around. I got a lot of scars. I got a lot of scars. I've been through life. The shit I've been through, you guys can't even scratch the fucking surface on top of it. Barely, not even barely. Can't even scratch the surface on top of it. I know what it's like not to have. I know what it's like to suffer. I know what it's like to be in a war. I've been through all that shit. Especially this generation that communicates through their digital technology. And the last thing I need is an advice from this generation. That's the last thing I need. It's an advice from this generation. Generation social media. Generation TikTok. No thank you. No thank you. Please. We're having a real talk here. This is the real talk. This is what real talk it's all about. This is what freedom of speech it's all about. It's not pleasing to your ears. And that's why it's there. That's why the real talk is called the real talk. It's not going to be pleasing to your ears. And it's going to upset you. And that's the whole point. It should upset you because you're lying to yourself. You're living in a bullshit lie, pretending. I would never pretend. I said this many times. I would rather live in the woods with Sasquatches than to pretend. To impress. And you see this shit everywhere, man. So I don't know what to tell you, guys. This may sound pessimistic, but the truth is pessimistic. That's why the truth is hard. Because it's pessimistic. It's depressing. The truth is depressing, and this is why nobody wants to tell the truth. This is why we have secrets. This is why there's secrecy. What do you think that's all about? The secrecy. Why so many secrets? Because if the people find out the real truth, then the whole thing would collapse. It would be depression, global depression. Because the truth is very depressing. It's better to lie to ourselves and have these little stupid holidays so we can pretend, get together, blah, blah, blah. It's easier just to bullshit yourself, right? And then buy into the bullshit and pretend. That's an easy way out, right? Easy way out is just to pretend and to bullshit. What's the hardest thing to do? It's to face the music and face the truth of the reality. But the truth of the reality is very grim, very depressing, and very harsh, and very fucking grim. And that's the truth of reality nobody wants to hear. But you can only hear it here. One YouTuber. Me. Mr. 4K Upscaler. No one else has the balls. No one else has grown a pair to talk like this to you in a VR game. Nobody. And no one ever will. Do you know why? Because they can't. Because they bought into the bullshit. They bought into the program. And they've been brainwashed by that program. And they're going to continue to ride that program. Why? Because it's easy. It's easier that way. It's better that way than to face the dark truth reality. So, you're welcome. You know, I talked about this on my podcasts when I used to run podcasts, you know, and people always ask me, you know, why are you so pessimistic? And I tell them, I'm not being pessimistic. I'm just being honest. You know? I'm speaking the honesty. Now, if you want to lie to yourself, and if you want to pretend, God bless you. More power to you. Have fun. But we all know what that is. It's just you're masking the problem. You're not really addressing the problem. You're just masking it. You're masking it by finding some sort of addictions, finding some validations by, I don't know, buying things you don't need, validating yourself by having fake friends, pretending that they're your friends, pretending that they care about you, right? And you're lying to yourself every day, every fucking morning. You wake up and you're just lying to yourself. You're just lying. But hey, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you really want to do, if that's how you want to move on, then move on. But remember, you're still not going to be happy. You're just going to be leasing time. You're going to be borrowing time so you can move on. So that way you don't go into a depression. Me, when I woke up like David Icke has woken up, I felt great. I'm not depressed. You know, a lot of people would think when they look at me that I'm depressed. Believe you me, I ain't depressed. I'm not depressed. Trust me when I tell you, I'm not depressed. I'm actually happy. I'm having a good time. I really am. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. If I was depressed, I wouldn't be fucking sitting here talking to you right now. Flying in VR and wearing this hideous headset. But I know for a fact when I talk to people that behind that fake smile, behind that fake talk, deep inside, I can see inside their core of their spirit that they're miserable, that they're yearning for that happy place, yearning for that happiness, and they can't find it. The key to happiness, it's facing the music, facing the dark truth reality. It's facing your fears. Are you afraid of the elevator? And you're claustrophobic and you got panic attacks when you're in the elevator because you're afraid you're going to get stuck? You got to face that fear. You got to go inside that elevator by yourself and get comfortable. Huh? Yeah. It's going to be very hard for you to conquer that fear. It's going to be very difficult, but you're going to have to. You're going to have to. It's like Tyler Durden says, you're going to have to let go. You're going to go inside that elevator and let it roll. You get stuck, you get stuck. If you don't get stuck, you don't get stuck. But you have to feel comfortable. You have to say, this elevator, it's my home. I'm very comfortable here. I can live for the eternity here. Huh? Any fear, you got to get comfortable.
127.125 Dahar Golf Sierra Alpha.
Just remember that.
Goodbye. Moncton Center, Dahar Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra
Anyway.
Alpha 1,500 feet.
You don't need to watch Jordan Peterson. I am your Jordan Peterson, okay? You don't need no Jordan Peterson. The guy who's making shitload of money selling books. You don't need that nonsense, man. Why? Why would you want that? You don't need that. You just need to wake up and face the reality. Don't you get tired of these guys? You know, these guys, you know, like Jordan Peterson, all dressed up, expensive 3-piece suit. Everyone's, they're all they have studios, sponsors, shitload of money floating around. You know, where's the money coming from, huh? These guys are like a fucking billionaires, millionaires. Where the fuck is the money coming from, huh? Right? I'm supposed to listen, take the advice for some guy who's a successful psychiatrist sitting with millions of fucking dollars, right? No, thank you. I don't need you, Jordan Peterson, to tell me what life it's all about. And I sure as hell don't need to go to your seminars, and I sure as hell don't need to buy your fucking books. Okay? I get tired of these prima donnas on the social media, you know, telling you what you need to do, how you need to live a life. You know, they're trying to manipulate you, feed you some bullshit into your head. You know, put that seasoning on your brain. Yeah, here, let's put some seasoning on your brain. This is how you should live. This is what you need to do, X, Y, and Z. But make sure you buy my book. Make sure you go to my seminars. Make sure you pay $200. Make sure you join my website. Make sure you send some donations. Make sure you buy my merchandise. Make sure you buy my audiobooks. Yeah. All these guys, they always need money, right? They all want to help people. They all want to fucking help people, but they always need money. I need money. Money. Everyone's fucking having a difficult time with fucking money. We're running out of the fucking trees. How much money we're fucking printing. The trees produces the fucking paper, and they're cutting the goddamn trees to print the fucking money. And it's always the same thing. Money, 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 money. I need money. Yeah. I want to help you. Listen. I want to help you. But I need you to buy my books. I need you to join my website, $20 a month. I need you to buy my products. I need you to go to my seminars. I'm on tour. I need you to pay for a ticket, $100 for a ticket. Yeah. And also I need you to buy my merchandise. And I can help you. They're fucking con artists, man.
Moncton Center, Dahar Alpha
Con
Sierra
artists,
X-Ray
man.
Golf Sierra
Every
Alpha.
fucking where, dude.
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Nothing but con artistry. Nothing but cons.
Cleared through Bravo airspace.
Artists.
Dahar Golf Sierra
Con
Alpha.
fucking artists. Everywhere you fucking look. Man.
135.3 Dahar Golf Sierra Alpha.
With their
Goodbye.
bullshit smooth ass talk.
Moncton Center,
And their
Dahar
3-piece
Alpha Sierra
suit.
X-Ray Golf
You
Sierra
know?
Alpha. 1,900
Putting on that fucking
feet.
suit and crossing their legs, and they're having this beautiful studio. Lighting's perfect. 8K camera, whatever the fuck they're using. Red camera is one of those expensive cameras. In a nice studio, expensive studio. Let me tell you, a pursuit of happiness and how to achieve it. It takes a lot to achieve that, but if you read my book, which is available on Amazon and other places, you can too overcome this dogma of negativity and become happy. Get the fuck out of my face, man. Get out of my face. No, thank you. I don't need you to fucking tell me. I have my own fucking life. I have my own experience. I don't need you to tell me about life, Mr. Peterson. Dr. Peterson. I don't need you to tell me about my fucking life. Do you know why? Because you haven't lived through my life. You haven't been born me to know what my fucking life is all about. and me reading your goddamn book where I have to pay a fucking $70 for it, definitely it's not gonna make my life any better. Oh man. Anyway, this felt like a podcast, didn't it? It did. It felt like a flying podcast, huh, Jose? It felt like a VR flying podcast. Listen, guys, everything I tell you is the truth, is the facts. And I know this is hard for you to hear the truth. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. I know it's annoying. But to be truly free, you have to face the truth, the reality of the truth, and accept it, embrace it. Embrace the truth and embrace the reality of the truth. That is the only way that you're truly going to be happy and free like a bird, so you can experience whatever you have left on this planet to enjoy this life. Don't waste your time on con artists. Don't waste your time on fake people, phony people. Use your intuition. Use your brain. Use your common sense. Don't get misled by women because they're so attractive, thinking that they care about you. No, they don't. They're just looking at you as a bank. How can I work this guy? How can I use this guy? Women told me this. They told me. Super hot women told me this shit way back when I was running nightclubs. Way fucking back 20 years ago. They told me this shit. And they were laughing about it. I didn't think about it much back then because I was just having a good time, you know. But they told me this shit. They look at you as, how can I use this guy to my advantage, to my benefit? And then when the time comes, I'll divorce his ass and move on, collect the money. And then find another victim and do the same thing. And then when I don't need the money anymore, when I'm all settled in, got my own business, then I'll just do whatever the hell I want to do. Guys, you have to wake up. You really need to wake up, man. You guys really need to fucking wake up. You have to wake up. And I can wake you up. You gotta wake up yourself.
119.2 Dahar Golf.
You gotta
Sierra
wake
Alpha.
up yourself.
Goodbye.
I can wake you up.
Approach Dahar Alpha Sierra.
I don't have
X-ray
that
Golf
kind of
Sierra Alpha,
I don't have that kind of
3,200 feet.
alarm clock to wake you up. Yeah. But anyway. Oh, let me check the I haven't checked the chat. Oh, great. Some more fucking trolls. No, thank you. Yeah. That's why I don't read the fucking chat. Bunch of fucking trolls. Miserable trolls with no fucking life. Do I know how you have no life? Because you're here. You're watching me. Instead of living a life which you don't have. But it doesn't matter. I'm at the airport anyway, so I can land. And the worst part about these fucking trolls is they think that I give a shit about what you have to type, dude. Nobody cares, dude. No one cares. And I certainly don't care. There's nothing you can say to me. There's nothing you can type in there that's gonna shock me or go under my skin. Nothing, dude. Because when I look at you, I look at an empty cardboard. You know, one of those cutout cardboards at the fucking shopping center. That's what you are to me. Just a fucking cutout cardboard. That's the way I look at you. A fucking cutout cardboard. Dude. Nothing more than that. A cutout cardboard. Now, let me successfully land on here. If I can. I have my landing gear. What the fuck? Alright, let's land this sucker, huh? Watch a real pilot land. Huh? You cut out cardboard trolls. Watch and learn. Go. Huh? Huh? Don't worry, don't worry. I got it, got it. Got it. Got it. See? That was a long flight. Hour and a half, 2 hours. Alright, we'll put it right here. Next to the hangar. Hold on. There you go. That's it. That's the flight. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. And then all you gotta do is this. That's it. Done deal. It's over. That's it. Hold on. Okay, that's it, guys. It's over. What more do you want? Huh? Were you not entertained? Were you not entertained? I think you were fucking entertained. More than any other YouTuber would ever fucking entertain you in their entire lifetime. So there you have it. There you have it. I don't know what else you want. I mean, didn't I land? I did. Didn't I take off? I did. And I landed, and here I am. Safe and sound. As I should be. That's it. Enjoying Microsoft Flight Simulator on a Quest 3. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy everything. Everything. Nothing passes me by. But you guys, I don't know about you. You guys, I don't know. Even aliens don't know. Anyway, I'm out. That's it. I don't know what else you want. Mission accomplished. It's over. It's over, man. It's done. Game over. Game over! Exactly. Exactly, Jose. Because they got nothing to say. What are they going to say? This is other YouTubers, you know. Hold on. Here, let's do it like this. Here. This is other YouTubers. Thank you for donation. No, I don't. I only have an Xbox. I wouldn't know. I don't play PlayStation. I really can't comment on that. I don't think I'm supposed to talk about that. Thank you for 50 cents donation. I appreciate. make sure you guys click on the like button and share the video. Thank you. That's kind of rude. I will not answer that question. Oh, you don't think I'm good at this game? I think I'm okay. That's what you got. That's what you have out there. Yeah, that's what you have out there. Digital simps. Digital simps. Simping the webcam girls, Twitch girls, Twitter girls, X girls. It's not Twitter, it's X now. It's a fucking joke, man. Jose, man. I mean, I know you understand me. I know Jose understands where I'm coming from. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, but my God, man, this generation really sucks, man. God, man. It really sucks. Anyway, Jose, thank you, man. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for joining this live stream. 3 hours, man. Been streaming for, believe that? 3 hours of entertainment. Just like that. How long would it take somebody doing this? A 1 hour would feel like a century. A 3 hours, God, would feel like 3 centuries. Thank you for donation. I don't have a Discord. I don't know how to use that. What is Stream? Stream Labs? I am not familiar with Streamlabs. I use OBS. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Of course, Jose, these cutout cardboards don't want to hear the truth. And they're never going to hear the truth. Because they would rather enjoy and take a strong whiff off of that cutout cardboard that they're in. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Got to go eat my food, my gourmet style food that I prepared. Eat like a king, live like a king, live my freedom like a king. I mean, what's not to like? I got everything I need. Everything. And Jose knows. I'm not missing out on anything. Never. Never did. Never will. Full experience. Everything. You ate apples just like me. I eat apples in the evening around 7 o'clock. In the afternoon, I eat something stronger. I gotta eat something stronger in the afternoon. Listen, man, you gotta listen. We're old geezers, man. I'm old. I'm a dinosaur, man. We're dinosaurs. I'm a dinosaur. As a dinosaur, I have to be on a strict diet. You know what I mean? This T-Rex has to be on a strict diet. I have to be. All right, Jose, man. Have a rest of the day. The day after Christmas. Have it great. Enjoy your Oculus Quest 3. I hope you have downloaded and purchased Ultra Wings 2. Ultra Wings 2. Listen, your kids will love it. I'm telling you. They're not going to put that headset down. Your kids will love the Ultra Wings too. And I think even you will enjoy Ultra Wings too. It's a fun game. Flying game. You will have a great time. Listen, you'll have a great time. I guarantee you will have a great time. Your kids will have a great time with that game. And it's only $12.99. It's like $13. Cheers. You got it, brother. Cheers. Let me drink it. For the best of health. This is your captain speaking. I'm signing out.